What's up, combatants? Today we're going to take a look at the two Mortal Kombat Aftermath storyline endings, and I'll give my input for which one I think is more likely to be canon and why. But as always, before we get into the video, if you like learning more about Mortal Kombat lore and history, then please head on over to my channel, MK Temple, subscribe and click the bell to get notifications every time a new video posts. Without further ado, let's get the video started. Now, before I get started, I think this should go without saying. I will be talking about spoilers for Mortal Kombat Aftermath. So please just know you have been warned if you don't want the endings ruined for you. Mortal Kombat Aftermath tells the story of what happens after the storyline of Mortal Kombat 11. Raiden has merged his power with Liu Kang, making himself mortal and making Liu Kang a fire god. Liu Kang successfully defeated Kronika and is now the Keeper of Time. But before he can begin with his new duty, Shang Tsung appears with Nightwolf and Fujin. Tsung tells Liu Kang he cannot wield time properly without Kronika's crown, which was destroyed in the fight.
In defeating Kronika, you destroyed her crown. Without it, you can't restart history.
Being able to see through time, Kang agrees to ally with Tsung and sends him into the past to retrieve Kronika's crown. Now, near the end of Aftermath, Shang Tsung obtains the crown, betrays his newly formed allies, what a shocker, and defeats Kronika. At this time, the same fire god Liu Kang appears from the beginning of the Aftermath story, revealing that he knew of Tsung's true intentions the entire time, as he could see through the future with the help of the hourglass.
I see now. The hourglass showed that only I could wield the crown against Kronika successfully. You let me win.
Fire god Liu Kang fights against the heavily empowered Shang Tsung thanks to Kronika's crown. The victor will be the true Keeper of Time. The game then asks the player to choose their destiny in fighting as either Liu Kang or Shang Tsung, and each have their own unique ending. But which ending is the canon one? Mortal Kombat 11 has already duped us once before when Aftermath revealed the best MK11 ending wasn't the canonical one, and there have been past Mortal Kombat games where evil had reigned victorious. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance ended with Shang Tsung and Quan Chi defeating and killing all of the Earthrealm heroes and then defeating Raiden before Onaga showed up. And Mortal Kombat Armageddon ended with Shao Kahn being the victor, forcing Raiden to send a message through time, creating a new timeline. So let's take a look at both of the endings and see which would make the most sense. If the player chooses Liu Kang, we see Fire God Liu Kang going hundreds of years into the past to appear to the original Kung Lao. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the OG Kung Lao, he was the monk that defeated Shang Tsung at the Mortal Kombat tournament hundreds of years ago. The following tournament, he was defeated by Goro, who held the title of champion for 9 Mortal Kombat tournaments until Liu Kang beat him in Mortal Kombat 1. This ending suggests that Liu Kang could not only be acting as the Keeper of Time, but also as protector of Earthrealm, looking to guide Kung Lao to victory in Mortal Kombat, much like Raiden had been to Liu Kang and the Earthrealm heroes. If this is the canonical ending, that means that Mortal Kombat 12 would take place hundreds of years in the past, during the time of the Great Kung Lao. Some fans have been asking for a Mortal Kombat that takes place in the past for some time now, and this could finally be the one. Since many non-Earthrealm characters in Mortal Kombat age slowly, we could still see a number of familiar faces. Liu Kang and the Great Kung Lao would be definites for the roster. Bo Raicho trained the Great Kung Lao, so you can assume he would be included. Goro and Shang Tsung would most definitely be there. Edenian characters like Kitana, Jade, and Rain could also be present. Even characters who carry a title passed down over time could appear, like Nightwolf or Sub-Zero. They wouldn't be the same Nightwolf or the same Sub-Zero we know from the current timeline, Grey Cloud or Kuai Liang, or even Bi-Han, but it would give NetherRealm Studios an excuse to put them in the game. While I do love the idea of Mortal Kombat centered around this time frame, there's just a couple of issues I see with this ending being canon to set up a past MK game. The main issue being no Scorpion and no Mileena in MK12, two of the biggest, if not the biggest, characters in the Mortal Kombat franchise. Ed Boon has gone on record saying that Scorpion will be included in every Mortal Kombat game for as long as he is working on the franchise. Now, you could potentially have a different Scorpion that is a Shirai Ryu member but isn't Hanzo Hasashi with a similar story, but that just seems like kind of lazy writing. Then there's Mileena. Bearing some type of time-displaced Mileena, including her, would contradict her storyline, as she doesn't appear until the Outworld tournament. And seeing as there's a ton of fan backlash around Mileena not being included in MK11, I think it's a solid bet to say we'll see her in MK12. Although, I guess with Liu Kang being the Keeper of Time, he could displace any characters as he pleases, but that would kind of seem like a cop-out to me. The other problem with this storyline would be returning to Shang Tsung's island yet again. We've been there a million times already, and reusing the same backgrounds seems like it might be kind of stale. Don't get me wrong, I love Mortal Kombat 1, and I love the backgrounds in MK9 and MK11. I love exploring the island on MK11's Crypt mode, but bringing this location back for another game might be a little overkill. One way I could see this storyline working would be to make another MK adventure game like Shaolin Monks. This would eliminate the need to include fan favorites and current characters, while still telling a unique story true to MK lore. Now let's take a look at the evil ending. If the player chooses Shang Tsung, we see Tsung kill Fire God Liu Kang, consume his soul, and become the Keeper of Time. We then see Raiden and Fujin acting as Tsung's minions and informing him that Earthrealm, Outworld, and the Netherrealm have all been conquered, with their sights on Chaos Realm and Order Realm next.
My lord, your will is done.
Outworld, Earthrealm, the Netherrealm, all are conquered.
Per your command, Chaos Realm and Order Realm are next.
Now, I believe this ending seems much more plausible for setting up the next Mortal Kombat game. We haven't seen Chaos Realm or Order Realm since Mortal Kombat Deception, and fans have been asking for their return. Also, Havik has been a heavily requested and teased character, and Hotaru's storyline in the original timeline made him into a character with a ton of untapped potential. Shang Tsung's ending also loosely implied that the One Being was working his way through Shang Tsung. If you're unaware of the story, the One Being was a being that existed alongside the Elder Gods and fed off of their power. The Elder Gods waged war against the One Being, defeating him and breaking him into many pieces. Those pieces became the main realms in Mortal Kombat. The only way for the One Being to be resurrected would be to merge all the realms together again. The One Being's presence is still felt through the realms, and its bidding is usually done subconsciously through powerful figures to seek to conquer and merge all the realms. The One Being could be manipulating Shang Tsung in order to be resurrected. I think Tsung's Aftermath ending makes much more sense to be canon than Liu Kang's does. There are a ton of characters still alive, and having Tsung bring characters from the past into the future doesn't seem as big as a cop-out as having Liu Kang bring characters from the future into the past. Ugh, my head hurts. The storyline for this game could be that Chaos Realm and Order Realm are coming together to defeat Tsung. Or it could be similar to Deception's storyline for these realms, where Order Realm sided with Onaga because they thought he would bring great order to all of the realms, while Chaos Realm opposed Onaga because they just wanted anarchy. And speaking of Onaga, the character was teased a bunch in MK Aftermath's character interactions, so it would make sense for him to return in a storyline similar to Deception's. There's also a third option that came to my mind, but I doubt the MK team will go in this direction as it might be a little too fanatic, but it's a possibility. Maybe they're both canon. It's possible that Mortal Kombat may consist of many universes, much like the DC universe has multiple universes. What if both endings happen in different universes, and Mortal Kombat 12 story mode features two different stories? A jam-packed roster of 50 to 60 characters to fill both storylines, and in the end, the universes collide, coming to one giant conclusion. I mean, that's kinda similar to MK11, and I doubt that's what the team will go with, but I can dream, right? Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you enjoyed this video, it would mean a lot to me to give it a big thumbs up. If you like learning about Mortal Kombat lore and story and have not done so already, please head over to my channel MK Temple and subscribe. And leave a comment below to let me know which ending you think is canon and why. I'll be sure to check the comments and respond, and as always, I'll see you in my next video.